Everybody out there on TV land, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late this morning. A few minutes late out here for the Bradley Manning protest. We're here at 34 Shattuck in the lovely downtown Berkeley. If you're in the area, it's 1 block away from the Berkeley bar. Yeah, I'm freemansullivan.
Oh, cool. All right.
I think I have yours. It's ustre.am/N H U D.
Okay. Right. But you'll have it on your Twitter handle?
Yeah, I'm going to start tweeting. My Twitter handle is freemansullivan.
Cool.
Okay. You're the guy that does that live stream?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, one of them.
I always watch it, and I always love to be on it.
Good. Good. Now you are. And your name is?
Fran.
Fran, and you're down here in support of who?
Bradley Manning.
Bradley Manning. I see you got the beautiful T-shirt on.
Yes.
So what do you think about Bradley Manning anyway?
He's a wonderful hero. He's a great man. And WikiLeaks is a great organization, and so is Julian Assange. I support all three of those.
Great.
And I am against the war, and I'm against Zionism, and I am in favor of revolution.
Me too. That's why I'm out here.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Here, yes.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Wouldn't be anywhere else.
Right. Yep, we're live from the People's Republic of Berkeley.
Yes.
Used to be one of the capitals of radicalism in America. I don't know if it is anymore. It still is, kind of.
Oakland too. Oakland's really.
Yeah, Oakland too. I live in San Francisco.
And Occupy Chicago is really kicking ass. I love them.
Them too.
Of course, Occupy Wall Street, they're still doing.
Right, I was there just about a month and a half ago.
That rolling jubilee is just so awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was there duking it out with the cops.
That were harmed by Sandy. Oh, they're just amazing people.
Right, well, we're going to keep it up. We're not giving up just because it's Saturday or a holiday or whatever, right? I said we're not going to give up just because there's a holiday or something. Right? We're out there every day.
Oh yeah.
Right, and we reoccupied.
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, we occupied the 101 Market Street now again too, in San Francisco.
Wonderful.
So we're back out there. We're not going to let the police, push us around.
No, we are certainly not. These are the people of the future. This is the world of the future.
Yeah, some world, huh?
Wonderful, beautiful world, much better than the world that's on its way out.
Yeah, I think capitalism is on its way out. I think it's outlived its usefulness, and it's no longer sustainable. And that's just my personal opinion. That and $2.50 will get you a latte at Starbucks. Right?
But capitalism on its way out consumes a lot of harm. Again, just take it for granted.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to move on down here and see. I see some folks' friendly faces. Oh, you're such a beautiful puppy dog. Yeah, you're pretty.
She's pretty. Her name's Layla.
Hi, Layla. How you doing? I had a girlfriend named Layla.
She loves everybody.
She has everybody on her knees.
Oh, she's so cute.
Equally.
You're so beautiful. Say hi to all the TV folks out there in live streamer land, Layla.
Show Chulito, he's a protester.
Oh, she's a protester.
This dog is a protester.
Oh, what a beautiful dog. Oh, you too. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go over the...
What's your feet? Yeah, we're down here at 34 Shattuck here in lovely downtown Berkeley. Live streaming. How you guys doing? In support of Bradley Manning, a true American hero. Hallelujah. We love Bradley. When I heard about this protest, I said, I'm getting my butt down here. No questions asked.
I needed that.
Hey, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing okay, really. How about you?
I'm meaner and ornerier than ever.
3 o'clock. For a week, I wake up at 3. Doesn't matter what time, because I just...
No, I don't keep a regular schedule.
I'll probably last another half an hour, and then I gotta go.
Where's this place at? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is it right here.
How are you, honey?
Oh, I'm getting better. There's Jim coming up the street.
Oh my God.
Remember Jim?
Oh sure. I hung out with him on May Day.
Yeah. We're bringing back. Jim's been underground for a while now.
Yeah.
Now he's back. Now he's back above ground.
I hung out with him at the port last year, the second one.
Yeah, I'm glad.
In fact, I had him hold on to my bike because, between It took us about an hour and a half to get out just from.
You should have seen him. Should have seen him when he was over at my house last week.
Now I got to sit.
Right, trying to figure out how to work his computer. Right, I'm like, I'm like, dude. Right, I made him fix it himself too. Right,
Right on.
I guided him because when you fix stuff for people, they never learn it.
Yeah, exactly. I want always hands on. I never want anybody to do anything for me. Hello, dude.
All right.
How are you, honey?
We got somebody streaming from Washington, D.C. And I'm Taylor. I'm in Berkeley right now. Hey, Jim. How you doing, man? Glad to see you here, man. Got a nice turnout here. Lots of Bradley Manning supporters. Right? And oddly enough, 2 out of the 3 people, strangers I met on my way over here, they actually know who Bradley Manning is.
Wow.
So I think we're doing our job. People are starting to recognize Bradley and stuff, you know.
This friend of mine went out on a date with this woman who just got out of the army or something. I don't know, but she's in some kind of special ass NSA shit. She did not know who Bradley Manning was.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, okay.
I did some work for fucking NSA, which I regret.
Well,
The thing is, people in the military, they're very, mushrooms kept in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, my
for
dad
sure.
was in the military for 33 years.
I was a military brat. My whole family was
Right.
military.
And then he retired and turned into a big wuss. Right? He used to be a tough guy, and then as soon as he retired out of the military, he turned into a big wuss. Right? That's what he is really in real life. He's got a poodle of all things. Right? No, it's one of those.
Seeing somebody else with that a long time ago.
No, it's one of those manly poodles, right? Yeah, that's. He's a sweet dog. Gorgeous. Oh, we got some musical entertainment coming.
Well, I got my leg x-ray yesterday
How was
finally. Well, I fell on Halloween and just finished destroying it. Oh, it's bad. They'll fix it. At least I'm going to get it fixed. But still no dental. I have to get some money.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I'm moving to New York.
That's what's killing me, okay?
I'm going to try and find a nice pot-smoking Jewish doctor. Right, there's plenty of them in New York.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm
This neighborhood I'm going to be moving to, everywhere you turn, there's a.
When are you going to
I'm going to spring here. As soon as the weather breaks. I got to move.
I don't blame you. I want to come back here.
I want to go someplace.
I'm so tired of living in the city. Plus my roommate's an idiot, kind of stuff. Like, I'm just tired of idiots,
Yeah, me too.
Fucking tired of them.
I've been organizing in my building.
I know, I was reading that
Getting
last
harassed,
night. Getting on your end.
Yeah,
What was that bullshit? You can't publish it in there. That's
I can't
public
post flyers in my
board,
building.
so
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Well, I'm gonna, they're gonna get the rap of God.
Yeah.
I've already hacked into the bank accounts of the management, the people working for management. You hear that on live stream, yeah?
I almost moved in there,
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know the world of what a world of change that they're about ready to get
I
ready.
know, I was like, when I read the thing, I went, fool.
Right?
Fucking
The only problem I hate about it is it makes me angry all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to walk around being angry and pissed off. That's my biggest reason to do it, because I don't want to walk around being pissed off all the time. I'm always ready for a fight.
When do we want Bradley home?
Today!
When do we want Bradley
We got some chats going out here. We got a good 20 people out here at least.
Today!
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 20,
When do we want Bradley home?
14, 15,
Today! When do we want
Yeah, 40 people.
Today!
40 people. That's a good show.
Yeah, there's a bunch over here.
Today! When do we want Bradley home? Today!
All right.
I'm glad they kept the
Let me move backwards
banner
here.
out of my face.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Without bothering them.
They never
Let's see if I can get a better camera angle out here for our people out there in our audience. I don't want to run over anybody.
It's that same old cat.
Yeah, we got a nice crowd out here today in support of Bradley Manning, true American patriot, releaser of the WikiLeaks documents, which is pretty much responsible. It's a catalyst for the Arab Spring, the Occupy movement here in the United States, and he sure has woken up lots and lots of Americans to imperialism and the murder and the genocide committed every day by the United States government. With your tax dollars, I might add. So our police out here are, they seem to be real nice today, so we don't think we have anything to worry. I brought some medicine if you want to consume some.
I'm good. If I
do that, I'll never be able to ride my bike back, unfortunately.
Well, I always like consuming medicine when I'm in a
Only
protest.
because I'm so tired. Otherwise, I would be like, yeah.
Okay.
But
I
I had one accident this year.
I don't keep a regular sleeping schedule. I just get up when I get up.
Oh, me too. I was thinking about, smoking when you go back to bed, but then I was like, forget it. I may not get up in time,
I guess I'm kind of lucky that way.
I got enough cognitive problems.
Makes mine better.
Not mine.
I would never make it.
It does, but if I'm like I said, if I'm really tired though, I'll just be like.
I would never make it.
Hell, man, when I went to the plaza for Thanksgiving, I got all the way there and went to take my helmet off and went, oh.
You forgot it. I saw those pictures you took.
There's no smoking on Shattuck Avenue. You can
On
walk,
Shattuck Avenue? Are you serious?
well, between Rose Street and Hay
Holy
Street, it's a
crap.
commercial district. I can tell you where you can't
No, that's
smoke.
all right. I'm not that desperate. I have an e-cig, but thanks. When did they
I can
start
direct
that?
It's been several years.
Well, shows you how much I come here.
And we got a lot of
Bullshit.
complaints.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, we'll go up to the corner.
Whatever happened to breathing, you're out in the air,
I
right?
was just smoking one. I
Bunch of
just smoked a
crap.
cigarette right in front of me.
Fucking Berkeley. They're all a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, it's a People's Fascist Republic.
But I hate Berkeley people.
Well, I don't live here.
They're a bunch of fucking... Not here, not Alright,
I wish I could. I got a responsibility here. Yeah, but everybody is watching. Yeah, I mean, let's just go around the corner.
Well, we're going away.
Okay, well, never mind. I got to stick
I
around.
ain't going away. I can't walk away.
Anyway, there we go. There's a nice shot of the protest. I'll get out in the street here in a minute. We've got some banners and stuff out here. This is a quaint little shopping area in downtown Berkeley. Right, and the Green Corps station, of course, has been shut down. And there's nobody there. That's a problem with the military, is they talk a bunch of toughness, and then basically they're just cowards when you get right down to it. Especially these recruiters, where if you come in, they'll promise you the world, but you end up peeling potatoes down at the down in the kitchen on KP. So that's how the military works around here. So, for all those thinking about joining the military out here watching the live stream, don't ruin your life. Stay out of the military. It's a one-way ticket to exploitation. If you happen to go out into battle and get injured, the United States government will not take care of you. They will not provide for your well-being, nor your families. So if you're considering a career in the military, don't. And take it from somebody who was an Army brat for 33 years. We traveled around the world. It's not a lifestyle for people with families. You streamers, 748-966. We've got about 45 people out here today. Nice crowd. Here at lunchtime in downtown Berkeley. All right. Got a truck driver out here honked in support. Yeah, getting back on that, being an Army brat. Yeah, it tore our family apart on a number of different occasions, and I didn't even know who my father was until I was about 6 years old. So, and I hated him for years and years because I always felt like he abandoned me as a child because I was brought up by different people other than my parents. So it's not good. It's not good for the health of your children. And I actually didn't stop hating my father until he retired from the military. So and now I love him and we get along. But I endured a lifetime of pain for the military, and these are the hidden costs for people who are considering a career in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Right, you might be serving your country, but your country doesn't appreciate it. Matter of fact, most of the homeless people that are out on the streets today are Vietnam veterans. So that just shows you how much the government cares. Most people suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, people that have contracted psychological problems from being in the military. It's just not a healthy lifestyle for anybody concerned. And that's what you get when you're serving Uncle Sam, the big middle finger. Right, you're firing off, if you're in the infantry in the Army, you're firing off depleted uranium shells, shells that are constructed out of uranium, depleted. And when they were using them in the first Gulf War, they never bothered to notify personnel that they were using depleted uranium weapons. And when they came back here to the United States showing up with tumors and cancers, it was not even recognized by the Veterans Administration until 6 years later after they returned home from the war. And it's still not officially recognized as a condition that was contracted on the battlefield. So all those military veterans basically are all getting the shaft from the VA. And don't even talk about medical marijuana in the VA. Anyway, guys, been so.
Yeah. Rocking. I love when people do that.
Oh yeah. Me too.
It's so awesome, especially the ones like that, or like, when we were at the plaza that day, remember, and the fire department's going by, and we're like,
oh yeah.
honk, honk, like, yeah, rocking.
I don't really have too much. Jim
Haver's here. Let me go get him. I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, so if anybody's got any questions or anything for me, just tweet me on my live stream. You can do so by clicking on the social stream tab or the chat tab, and you can chat with me live right now, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right.
How do you do that, man? You live chat?
Yeah. Yeah, when somebody tweets in, it comes into my screen and everything. I can see it, tweet back and talk to them.
I'm still kind of learning about this stuff. So it's your website?
No, it's Ustream. Ustream.tv.
Pardon me?
Ustream.tv.
So anybody can go on there and stream live, and then they can contact you through the website.
Yeah.
That's very cool. But the times are changing.
We're trying to get the word out. Nobody would ever know this thing existed unless we had live streamers. You know? And I've covered a lot of events, and that they had the mainstream media out there, and they're totally jealous of us, right? Because what we can do for a few $100, it takes them a $500,000 van, and they got to pay somebody $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year, whatever they're paying them. Man. So.
How about a Bradley Manning?
Oh, sure thing. I got one on my chair, but
should I put it on
always.
you, or you can do it, or?
Oh, I can do it. I think I can handle it. Thanks, son. Yeah, we're out here in support.
Yes, we are.
Of Bradley Manning, a true American hero.
That's right. The truth teller.
Right.
Here, give me your.
Oh, thank you.
This
All these wonderful people that are out here in support of our American patriot. Inspiration for the Occupy movement. Inspiration for the Arab Spring. Matter of fact, we got hundreds of thousands of people that are battling police and the Muslim Brotherhood in Cairo to this, as we speak.
What is this symbol on your head?
Oh, that's Lil Wayne.
It's what?
Lil Wayne. He's a rapper.
Oh, can we put a Bradley Manning sticker over him?
Well, I don't want to alter this hat. But thanks, this is a mint condition hat, kind of. It's the style. But we're out here. Arab Manning, inspiration for Arab Spring. And the reason why a lot of Egyptians are out there fighting President Morsi, Mr. Pharaoh, for their rights in Egypt. And just a little side note, that every canister of tear gas that's being fired in Cairo right now was bought and paid for with your United States taxes. So remember that. and tell your congressman that you don't want your tax dollars going to support the oppression of the Egyptian people. So, whew. Unfortunately, there's no opportunity to do civil disobedience. They close the offices, so there's not much point in it. All right, be all you can be. Join the U.S. Marines. Travel to distant exotic lands, meet and then kill people. And as you all know, I'm very outspoken when it comes to the United States military, having suffered as an Army brat for 33 years. That my father was in the military, bouncing around from place to place like a tumbleweed. Yeah, thank you, Andreas. I appreciate you watching. If you're in the Berkeley area, all you have to do is get off at the Berkeley stop, the Berkeley BART stop, and walk over a block and a half, and you'll be here at the U.S. Marine Corps Recruitment Center. So if you're in the area, do drop by and say hi, and show your support for Bradley Manning, a true American patriot. I don't know if we're going to have any speakers here or not. Everybody, let me know how my audio visual is doing out there. And if the pictures are nice and clear, and how's the sound?
Arousing mass opposition, and they were very tough. Like the crimes today are, in some ways, they're worse than what they were. But of course, Vietnam killed more people. U.S. forces murdered a lot of them. Millions of people. Yeah. And so it's like that's what I mean by the devil is good. It's sort of clever.
And here's the office. And of course they're closed. Wish they would close that permanently. I know for a long time there used to be daily protests out here, especially during the Vietnam War. There was always a protest at the Marine Corps, any of the offices, on a daily basis. We like to resurrect that tradition.
The authorities.
There's our Bradley Manning banner. Yeah, Bradley Manning, probably the most single greatest act of civil disobedience in American history. And I saw him today. They actually got him on camera today, on Russia Today, and on RT. If you're looking for an alternative news source, I wouldn't believe everything they'd say, but RT is a good source for news, especially news about here in the United States. They cover a lot of things that aren't covered by mainstream media. Anyways, Russia Today had some pictures of Bradley Manning, and he does look healthy and happy. He was bravely smiling for people, the audience, his supporters. So he looks healthy. He looks psychologically healthy, and we're happy about that because what they're doing to Bradley Manning basically amounts to torture. remember the days of Vietnam. And what happened to all the young people? Where are the young people at nowadays? In our day, in my day, I'm 52, we had young people were out everywhere protesting. Kids today don't do jack. Where are you, Gen Xers and millennials? Okay, thanks for letting me know there, Andres. Hey, Chris Breen. All right, thank you.
We're in support of private first-class Bradley Manning,
All right, let's
the WikiLeaks whistleblower.
get a little more attention on the speaker here.
This is a soldier who leaks thousands of classified information telling us what our government's really doing. And it's actually fitting that we're here in front of the United States Marine Corps Officer Recruiting Center right now.
Ooh.
Because this week is pre-trial hearings today, right now, at Fort Meade, Maryland.
I know that place well.
The military court is deciding whether or not to dismiss all the charges on PFC Manning based on unlawful pre-trial confinement at Quantico Marine Corps Brig in Virginia. It was Marine Corps officers who were directly responsible for the unlawful pre-trial confinement conditions that Bradley Manning experienced. So I'm going to read an article about that unlawful pre-trial confinement that Bradley experienced. Manning's torturous confinement controlled by top military lieutenant general at the Pentagon. Then, sorry, I'm kind of sick, so I'm going to do the best I can.
Okay, it's okay.
Then Lieutenant General George Flynn, who repeatedly directed PFC Bradley Manning's illegal pretrial confinement
In case you
conditions.
don't have one.
Well, they fall off eventually, you know.
One second.
Okay, I can put them in. I went around.
So beginning today, November 27th, the defense is arguing a long-delayed motion to dismiss for unlawful pretrial punishment. In a moment of high drama, Bradley is likely to testify about his 9 months in solitary confinement during the argument of this motion. And Bradley is expected to take the stand in the next couple days. So prosecutors are caught hiding more than 1,000 emails about Manning's confinement. The most recent reason for the delay in the hearing was government was caught hiding 1,374 emails relevant to the confinement of Bradley Manning. Attorney David Coombs has requested all documents relevant to Manning's confinement at Quantico, but did not receive any of the emails. Hours before the deadline for filing the motion to dismiss, the government sent him 84 emails to Quantico that said instead were obviously material to the defense. They did not mention the existence of 1,290 other emails relating to Manning's confinement. Coombs, based on prior experience with the prosecution team, was suspicious. The language, obviously material to the defense, was torture. There were other documents were there other documents that were material to the defense? The law requires the government to provide all material information. 2 government prosecutors responded that the 84 emails were all there was. Coombs was still suspicious and decided to file a motion with the court on the matter. At that point, the prosecution admitted there were a total of 1,374 emails. but claimed only 84 were discoverable. Coombs kept pushing on, and on the first day of the hearing last week, the government provided him with a disk containing approximately 600 emails. The prosecutors gave no explanation as to how they jumped from 84 to 600 discoverable emails, even though Coombs asked how that occurred. Now there are 700 emails in dispute, and Judge Lynn granted Coombs' motions to have her review those to determine if they were discoverable. What did the emails contain? Well, we don't know yet. What surprises are in the 600 given to Coombs during the hearing. But the 84 contained a blockbuster. They revealed that the decision to hold Manning in torturous solitary confinement conditions was not made because of Manning's behavior at Quantico, not made because of the recommendations of the prison psychologist or psychiatrist, not made by the brick commander, not even made by the commander at Quantico, but made by a 3-star general at the Pentagon.
Ooh.
Who was the general in charge of Manning's confinement? United States Marine Corps Lieutenant General George Flynn, who was serving as the commanding general of the Marine Corps Combat Development Command at the time, ordered Manning's solitary confinement. Flynn is a career officer who has been climbing the ladder in the military since 1975. There are only about a dozen 3-star generals in the entire U.S. Marine Corps. Flynn is at the top echelon of Marine officers. Flynn was nominated for appointment by the President under the advice of Secretary of Defense and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as well as confirmed via majority vote by the Senate. Thus, his position, in addition to being an important military position, is one that requires political skill as well. Among the positions he has recently held are Chief of Staff and Director, Command Support Center, United States Special Operations Command, Commanding General Training and Education Command, Deputy Commanding General Multinational Corps, Iraq, Director for Joint Force Development, Joint Staff. This includes positions he served during the time documented by Manning's alleged release. During Flynn's time at the U.S. Special Ops Command, growing pains were reported as they were developing plans to have an expanded and more complex role against terrorism, working more closely with the CIA. In 2005, Operation Red Wing, under his command, 4 Navy SEALs were pinned down in a firefight and radioed for help. A Chinook helicopter carrying 16 service members responded but was shot down. All members of the rescue team and three of the 4 SEALs on the ground died. It was the worst loss of life in Afghanistan since the invasion in 2001. The fact that a Marine Corps officer who was working so closely with the CIA was making the decisions about Manning's incarceration raises questions about the purpose of Manning's abusive confinement. Even before knowing Lieutenant General Flynn was in charge, many commenters believed Manning was tortured in an effort to break him so he would plead guilty and testify against Julian Assange. Now that we know a 3-star general at the Pentagon was making the decisions, these suspicions have much greater credibility. Who knows what will be uncovered in the 600 emails that have been provided to the remaining 700 in dispute. It already sounds like Manning's defense needs to broaden its request to all communications involving Lieutenant General Flynn about Manning, including the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Secretary of Defense, and the White House. We know that the White House and the Bush administration was approving every step of the torture and interrogation of high-profile suspects, so it seems likely that the aggressive punishment of a U.S. soldier would need White House approval. The Manning case is high profile, and it is hard to believe that Lieutenant General Flynn would risk his career by torturing a soldier without approval from political leaders at the Pentagon and the White House. And Manning was kept in torturous conditions. Not only was he held in solitary for 9 months, he was also mistreated during that time. Manning's confinement is detailed in a in a 109-page motion to dismiss filed by David Coombs. Manning was held in a windowless 6x8 cell in which he was not allowed to have any personal items. He was awakened at 5 a.m. and required to stay awake until 10 p.m. Among the conditions of his confinement were as follows. He was not allowed to exercise in his cell. He was not permitted to lie down on his rack during the duty day. He was not permitted to lean his back against the cell wall. He had to sit upright on his rack without any back support. Manning was subject to constant monitoring. The brig guards were always required to check on him every 5 minutes, asking him some variation of "Are you okay?" Manning was required to verbally respond in some affirmative manner. Guards were required to make notations every 5 minutes in a logbook. Some lights would remain on all night. At night, if the guards could not see him clearly because he had a blanket over his head or he was curled up towards the wall, they would wake Manning in order to ensure that he was okay. Manning was only given a mattress, and when he tried to fold the mattress to make a pillow, brig officers took it away and gave him a suicide mattress with a built-in pillow. Only a couple of inches high, not really any better than sleeping on a flat mattress. Manning was not permitted regular sheets or blankets. Instead, he was provided with a tear-proof security blanket. This blanket was extremely coarse and irritated Manning's skin, causing rashes and carpet burns. The blanket did not keep Manning warm due to its stiffness, did not contour to his body or retain heat. Manning was required to receive each of his meals alone in his cell. He was only permitted to eat with a spoon. Whenever Manning was moved outside his cell, he was shackled with metal hand and leg restraints, and accompanied by at least 2 guards. The entire facility was locked down. He was not allowed to speak to other inmates, and if he attempted to do so, he was stopped. Manning was permitted only 20 minutes of a sunshine call. Quote, aside from a 3 to 5 minute shower, this would be the only time he would regularly spend outside his cell. During this sunshine call, he would be brought to a small concrete yard and permitted to walk around the yard in hand and leg shackles. While being accompanied by a brig guard at his immediate side, the guard would have his hand on Manning's back. 2 to 3 other guards would also be present observing Manning while he walked in figure 8s. He was not permitted to sit down or stay stationary.
He's dangerous, that's why.
After a protest in support of Manning outside Marine Corps Quantico brig, his conditions got worse. Guards harassed him to the point of bringing on a panic attack. He was placed on suicide watch and had his clothes taken away from him at night. From March 3, 2011 through March 7, 2011, he was forced to stand outside his cell naked during the morning inspection. How involved was Lieutenant General Flynn in determining these unjustifiable conditions of confinement? During the last hearing, Coombs disclosed that Flynn was given detailed reports of minor details. He was notified when Coombs visited his client. Further, the commander at Quantico said in one email that all decisions to relax confinement needed to be approved by Flynn. This was known up and down the chain of command at Quantico. The Quantico command had been told that they needed to do so. As the Coombs motion states, keep PFC Manning subjected to the most rigorous conditions possible. So no matter what the psychiatrist recommended, week after week, month after month, nothing ever changed because everyone at the brig had their marching orders from who in turn had his marching orders from someone higher up in the chain of command. The psychiatrist, who was originally a brig psychiatrist and later appointed to the defense team, expressed extreme frustration about the bizarre circumstances at Quantico, saying treating this is so